Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at vocabulary and expressions related to eating out. Let's go to the intro. Now, as I said, today's topic is looking at this subject here, which is eating out. And if you eat out, it means that you eat away from home. You go to a restaurant, you go perhaps to some other type of eating place, perhaps you can even go to a friend's place, but you're eating out. Now, a more formal word for eating out is to dine, okay, to dine, which also means to have dinner or to have lunch. Now, to dine means that you have your main meal of the day. That can be lunch, it can be dinner. Where I live now, lunch is the main meal of the day. Where I used to live before, it was dinner. So people used to have dinner as their main meal. Lunch was less formal. Dining can be a formal or an informal experience. For example, if you go to an expensive restaurant, a high quality restaurant, that is considered formal dining. Informal dining would be that you go to a cafe or somewhere where it's not so strict, let's say, where it's a less formal environment, and of course the waiters and the staff are less formal. Perhaps they're not wearing ties or they're not calling you sir or madam, somewhere less formal. Okay. Now, you eat out or you can eat in. Obviously, if you eat in, you stay at home. You eat in. Eat out, you go to a restaurant. Eat out, you stay in. Okay. Also, we can say to dine in or to dine out. Last night we dined out. Tonight we are dining in. We're having dinner at home. You can take away food or you can take out food. That could also be considered eating out. So maybe if you go to a restaurant and you get some takeaway or some takeout and you go to a park, that could also be considered eating out. But basically what we're doing is that we're getting a bite to eat, okay? We're getting a bite to eat. Now, there's another expression which is to wine and dine. Now, we can use this in the sense that you wine and dine somebody. If you take them out for a meal and you feed them and you give them wine, you are wining and dining somebody. Okay, that's also an expression that we use sometimes in English, to wine and dine. When we eat out, we have various choices of places that we can eat. Some of them are formal, some of them are informal. So for example, you can go to a restaurant, you can go to an eatery. Eatery is a less formal word for restaurant. So you could say, for example, there are some nice eateries in my neighborhood that we quite often frequent. Eateries, you can have something to eat, or you can eat out at a cafe. You can eat out at a bistro. You can go to a pub and have a pub meal. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video about pubs and socializing. So you know that you can have lunch or dinner in a pub. And you can also go to a fast food restaurant to eat out. So if you go to your local McDonald's or your local Burger King or Hungry Jack's, where I come from, you can go to a fast food restaurant. That is also considered eating out. Now, if you are somebody that eats out frequently, perhaps you are a lover of fine food. Maybe you call yourself Epicurean. Perhaps you are a gourmet. Perhaps you are a connoisseur of fine wine and fine food. Obviously, French words there. So you'll be a connoisseur. But in English, we would normally say that you're a good eater. You like to eat good quantities of food, perhaps. You're a good eater. Now, we have to be careful when we eat out that we don't overindulge. We don't overindulge, meaning that we don't eat too much, that we don't make a pig of ourselves, meaning that we eat perhaps like a pig, that we make a pig of ourselves, okay? And we can also pig out. If you go to a restaurant, sometimes you see people pigging out, meaning that they've perhaps ordered too much food. Sometimes you go to a McDonald's and you see a person with a Big Mac and a cheeseburger, nuggets, fries, thick shake, Coca-Cola. That person is pigging out. So it's an informal way of saying that they are overindulging, that they're eating too much, they are pigging out. So all of these words are associated with eating out. Now, thank you very much for watching the lesson. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. Please share the video on social media, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever social media you are using. Please share the video, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a good day. Bye.